2021. This is what today is all about. You are in control of your 2021. You are in control of the 2021. Do not let anyone else control it, okay? If you do allow other forces to control it, 2021 will really be, whoa, you know, you'll be like a small little sampan, a small tiny little boat in a gigantic ocean in a huge thunderstorm. Right? Do not allow that to happen. Never allow that to happen. You need to be in control. So no matter how big the storm is, you know where to steer the boat ultimately. You know where land is. Right? You do not want to be floating aimlessly in the ocean with no idea where to go. So this is what this whole session is about. Okay, I've mentioned this a few times. This is what this whole session is about. And we are here to set goals for ourselves. We are here to set goals for ourselves. Now, let's do this. Let's do this, okay? You are going to be your own hero. And before that, let me just introduce myself, okay? As mentioned, my name is Jeremy. What I do here is I'm actually the principal consultant of ATCEN. I set up ATCEN 17 years ago, 2027. Sorry, not 2020, 2003, okay? And it's been a very long time, 17 years as an entrepreneur. In between, of course, I did a lot of different things. As you can see, I'm an accountant by background, but I always tell people, background is accounting, right? Studied accountancy, yes. A member of MIA, yes. You know, a member of CIMA, yes. Practicing accountant, not really. Okay. I tend to leave even most of my accounting work to my staff to handle, right? But what my passion is my passion is to work with people, right? To give them the aha moment, right? Because of my background, I tend to work with different industries and I tend to do a varied variety of things. So if you want to know more about me, you know, you can see my, I've got my LinkedIn down there. I've got ATCEN down there as well. Click it, follow me on Facebook, follow ATCEN on Facebook, or follow me on LinkedIn, okay? And by all means, feel free to send me an email, jeremylee@atcen.com, okay? I will give up my number at the very end. I will give up my number at the very end to another bonus, right? If you got any question for me, just give me a call. I will definitely answer your questions and let's help each other out, right? Because 2021, as far as we are concerned, should be a way better year than 2020. Why? Because we are all setting goals, correct? So now, who is ATCEN? Who is ATCEN? And I just give a quick little one. Who is ATCEN? Okay, ATCEN. ATCEN, right? ATCEN has been around, as I mentioned, since 2003. Okay, we are 17 years old this year, right? And what happens is we are 100% Malaysian. I formed the company with my partners, right? Ken is my other partner that most of you may know. If you worked with us previously, you may know Ken. How many of you have been to one of our sessions before? Whether it's our training, whether it's our conferences that we organize on a yearly basis, or you know, a lot of conferences. And also, you have also been to maybe one of my webinars before. Only one? Oh, I think I've recognized a few more names than that, okay? So if you have, only one, come on, please, support. Hey, show some support, lah. Okay? Now, just a quick one. Anyone here is not Malaysian, all right? Not Malaysian, right? If you are not Malaysian, just let me know, okay? Then I won't use so much, you know, la and the and things like that. I need to switch to my more English. Okay. Anyone here not Malaysian? Don't be shy, yeah. Right? Or if you don't understand, just privately key in, okay, to Chloe down there. Chloe is the one with the ATCEN logo down there. Hey, Chloe, say hi to everyone. No mind?
Hi everyone, Chloe.
So soft, right? Just key in down there. Hey, Chloe, I don't understand what Jeremy is saying, you know, and she will help you out. Okay. So with that, all right, let me just talk to you a little bit more about ATCEN, what we do. We are, of course, HRDF training provider. We have been for a very long time. We are, as a matter of fact, a Class A training provider. Not that they use it anymore. With WKU as well. We are registered with WKU, ILM, SME Association, Malaysia partner, a learning partner to be specific, CBMRA. And of course, locally, we actually pushed out the Really English online English. So if you're interested in Really English, right, which is an online English learning platform, we are having a promo on it. I'll be there speaking about it tomorrow. tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there speaking about it tomorrow. You can get more detailed online English. Great for people who want to improve on their English. Now, what else? What else? Okay, as I said, what do we do in ATCEN? ATCEN, ATCEN. Now that you know, I mean, from this particular slide, I think you got a very good idea what ATCEN stand for. A is for ATCEN, T is for training, C is for capacity building. Okay, E is for event, and N is for network. So ATCEN is actually an acronym for all these things. And what has happened is over the years, right? We have move some of our offerings, but it's always been within this area, because when we formed ATCEN, we were very, very clear what we wanted to do. And one of my passions, right, is people, developing people. I like that, and especially adults. Okay, I've known for a very long time I can't work with kids. Okay, probably don't have that kind of patience to work with kids, but I like working with adults. So A is a training, capacity building, event, and networking company. So that's what ATCEN is all about, right? So everyone, I'm done with my introductions, right? Anyone want to contribute anything, want to say hi, please feel free, all right, to unmute yourself at any time. Please feel free to say hi. It is okay. It's okay. And if you are ready to go, okay, let me ask you a few questions. First, if you are ready to go, okay, if you are ready to go, are you? Okay, are you ready with the 3 pieces of paper and at least a pen? If you are, please thumbs up so that I know you're ready. 3 pieces of paper and at least, what happened? Okay. Right, something happened to my likes. You ready? All right, everyone, you ready? Hello, everyone, can you see me? Yep, now. Ready, yeah? Okay, now. What I need you to do is to be very, very focused over the next 1.5 hours or so, okay? We plan to finish this by about 5 o'clock. And as I mentioned, those of you here, you will also be invited to a session with me on Thursday. What's happening on Thursday session is sort of a follow-up on today's session. It's sort of a follow-up on today's session, right? Whereby we talk about more important things like taking the action. Hi, Simui, is it? Simui, yeah? Now, let's do this. Okay, everyone, get your fingers ready, right? Because I either want you to type or do a bit of shout out. So get your chat ready. And let's answer this question here. Okay, as I said, you need to do the work. My job is just to facilitate. You do the work. Okay, now, are we ready? So, goal setting is, okay, everyone, in the chat, what is goal setting to you? Okay, what is goal setting to you? So what is goal setting to you? Chat, okay, go to the chat, type it down. What is goal setting to you? I'm now standing up, okay? What is goal setting to you? I think better when I stand up. It's the old trainer's habit. What you want to achieve, okay? Cheryl says what you want to achieve. Fantastic. What else? Okay, right. Come on, everyone, type, okay? Type. What is goal setting to you? I'm not here to talk about a long time about what goal setting is. I'm quite sure all of you know exactly what goal setting is. So I'm not going to be spending time, but I just want everyone to be contributing. Direction in that year. Yes, my direction in that year. Fantastic, right? From goal, okay? Yeah, direction in the year. Feel free to type to everyone. Please feel free. Type. Quickly. Type. Okay? Anyone who want to unmute themselves and say something, please go ahead. Unmute yourself and say something. Right? Up to you. Life purpose in a way. Yeah. Correct. I mean, our life purpose, all of us in Malaysia, we probably live about 70, 75 years old, right? That's the average. Lifespan in Malaysia, about 75. I think men is 72, women is 75. Okay. So what happens is all of us must have a life purpose, and our goals are for us to go towards that life purpose, what we want to achieve. Of course, some achieve it faster than others, earlier than others, but it's fine. What it means is just you set out new goals. So every single year, we should be setting our goals because we have a purpose, and we will be examining that in a moment. Okay, come on, everyone else, come, type. Let's have a few more. Let's have a few more. Huh? Come on, everybody. You can share with people, right? Don't need to be private lah. Everyone private messaging me only. Okay, no need private one. All right, no need to be private one. All right. So come on, a few more people. Share. Let's just share. What is this year's goal as far as you are concerned? All of us must set goals for ourselves. So what is goal setting as far as you're concerned? What is your feeling about this? For some of you, what's your feeling about goal setting? A chore? Very difficult to do? Very easy to do? How many of you do it on a yearly basis? Hands up. Really, you do this on a yearly basis without fail? Without fail. You do this on a yearly basis without fail. Come on. Yearly basis without fail. Anyone? Yearly basis without fail. Okay. How many of you do your goal setting on a yearly basis without fail? Yes, good. Some of you do it. So good. You do it on a yearly basis without fail. Great. Now, like it or not, goals are critical. Okay. And just let me give you a little bit of a background of what we mean by goal setting. Right? Now, you must understand the reason why we set certain goals because we have certain belief systems in ourselves. Okay, we have certain belief system in ourselves. We believe that we want to be this, we believe that we want to be that, things like that. And as some of you said, we sometimes have a purpose. We believe that by going through that purpose, right, we will be happy, we'll be more fulfilled and things like that. Now, I'm not here to dispute that. I'm just saying that our belief system, okay, drives certain parts of our goals. Sometimes when we don't really believe in something and we set a goal that it sometimes when we have a belief and we set a goal that is inconsistent with that belief, that goal tends not to be very motivating at all. That means it doesn't motivate us. So how many of you have set goals before whereby you know it's not motivating to you, but you put it anyway, and within a few days or even month, you feel very lethargic doing it. That means you feel very unmotivated doing it. That is something that happens. Why? Because it's not called to your belief system. It's not called to your belief system. So our belief allows us to choose. Because it's not called to your belief system, you tend to choose not to want to do it. You tend to choose not to want to do it, right? And when you choose not to want to do it, even if you take the action, this action is macam like, as Malaysians like to call it, like mati like that. That means want to do also want to die, doing it. So please, what we want to do a lot of is make sure whatever goals that we set, it in line with what we believe at this point of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a series of simple exercises with you or questions to you so that you can actually set better goals for yourself. Okay, set better goals for yourself. Now, not everything here works for everyone, but certain of these questions may trigger you to think differently. Okay, now, are we okay here? Everyone, you all right? Right? If you're all right, please thumbs up. Okay, thumbs up. Let's get some thumbs up first. Okay, thumbs up. Right? So please remember, your belief system will drive your goals whether you like it or not. Right? If you believe it, that is something that you want, when you set that goal, you will run towards it. If it's not part of your belief system and you set a goal, you are totally not interested in doing it. There's no motivation there. Now, of course, sometimes we set goals because there is a need to get certain things done. That is a belief. Because now, a lot of people here currently are saying, hey, we need to make sure we are safe. Correct now? So you will do everything necessary to keep safe. Some of us here may even go, hey, I need to earn more money in 2021. Hey, I also need to earn more money in 2021. Not only you, I also want more money in 2021 because 2020 was really a year of total change. Okay, how many of you? Okay, let me tell you a little bit of a secret. Okay, one of the things one of the reasons why, okay, 2020 was not too depressing year for me was because I myself signed up for a personal mentorship program in 2019, end of 2019, so that for the next 365 days, I'll be working with someone, right? Even individuals like self, I like to work with people, and people also I also need people to work on me. So that session allowed me to do think a lot of different ways of doing certain things. Did I do everything I was supposed to do? No, I must admit, right? However, I did do most of the things I actually wanted to do in 2020. So that kept me sane. Okay, months of lockdown, that kept me sane because I was achieving certain things I needed to do, I wanted to do, and just going along with it. And that is critical. That's why I say setting goals allows you to have a direction no matter what. Okay, no matter what. So remember, when you set goals, okay, don't make it too easy. Don't make it too easy. It's about overcoming things. It's about overcoming things that you once thought was not possible. That you once thought was not possible. Now, I'm not asking you to shoot for the moon, but I'm also not asking you, okay, to just do a little bit better. A little bit better. So when you set goals later on, which we'll come to it in a moment, okay, please make it something that is challenging for you. You've got 350 odd days to get this done. Okay. So please go all out. Get it done. As I mentioned to some of you earlier, do not let the environment out there take you in a direction you do not want to go. You set your direction, you control your 2021, and you get your job done, meaning you get your goals done, right? You take the necessary action because the actions are critical. The actions are critical. And please, this is what Thursday is all about. Today, we set the goals. Thursday, we start talking action. And once we know each other a little bit more, some of you may be more willing to share what are some of the actions you want to take. You get me? It is important to take the action. The goal setting is just pointing to a direction. It is different, well, I want to go there, I want to go there. But if you don't take the action, nothing happens. Nothing happens. So remember that. Now, key thing here, right? Goals are like saying, I want to go to Ipoh this weekend. That's a goal. Okay, this weekend, Saturday, I'm going to drive down to Ipoh. Action it. Literally on Saturday morning itself, you should be preparing to drive down to Ipoh so that you can reach Ipoh. If on Sunday you're still sitting in the house and you have not gone to Ipoh yet, the goal was set, but no action happened. You need to understand that. And action, 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 action. Once you set a goal, go for it. Go for it. There should be very little reason why you should not go for the goal once you have set it. If your goals were set correctly, doesn't matter how the environment is, you need to go all out for it because that's your goal. Even if you achieve very little this today, tomorrow, next week, next month, as long as you are moving along, you are getting there. Okay. One of the things I used to do when I was younger was, I used to do a lot of hiking, right? And I do remember this. One of the hiking leaders, when I first started out, telling me, Jeremy, no matter how tired you are, remember this. Look at the person in front of you. They are going the same direction you are going because we're all the same gang. He put one foot in front, you put your foot in front. He stopped, you stop. He continues, you just put your foot in front. Follow him or follow her. You get me? That's how we move out the mountain, one step at a time. And before you know it, no matter how exhausted, you get to the top. Okay, you get to the top and you feel different when you're at the top. And this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. So please take the necessary action. Now, two more slides before I go to the question. Just for everyone's information, if you are setting goals for the first time, if you are setting goals for the first time, again, if you are setting goals for the first time, all goals must be SMART. 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 Specific, measurable, actionable, relevant or realistic, and time bound. Please do not forget that. Okay? Goals must be specific. Please be very specific. Example, do not say I want to earn more money in 2021. When someone tells me that, what I do is I literally go take my hand in my pocket, look for some loose change and give them 10 cents. I say I'm contributing to your 2021. You got 10 cents more than last year. Okay? The person looked at me and go, what? I mean, I say you're not specific. 10 cents is more, ma. So please be specific. Okay? Every single goal must be measurable. What is the amount? If you want to earn X amount of money, state X amount of money or state minimum X amount of money. It should not be maximum. Because you say maximum X amount of money, 10 cents more also, you have already hit your target. Right? So please be very clear on that. Next thing, actionable. What I mean by action, it can be taken action on. It can be done. Okay? It can be done. And as we go along, some of you may tell me your goals, and I will go tell you whether it is actionable or not actionable. The other one is relevant and realistic. Realistic, it can be done in a certain time frame because T is time bound. So that means whatever you're setting out to do can be done in 365 days. Let's just set to end of December 31st December 2021. Correct. 31st December 2021. Now, you can set a date closer. Some of my goals for this year is actually supposed to complete by March. After that, what will happen? I may either set new goals or I go, okay, that's done. You get me? That's done. Now, what I mean by relevant, please make sure it's relevant to you. If it's not relevant to you, when you do, no no motivation. And you go, must I? Should I? You get me? And please, as I mentioned, it can be done in that time frame. That's what we mean by realistic. And no matter what, time bound it. Okay? Are we okay, everybody? If you are, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Okay? Thumbs up. Carol, thank you. Yaya, thank you. Okay? Hey, everyone else, are you here now? You here? You here with me? Right? Murugan, yes. All right. VK, thank you. Moto, thank you. Simui, thank you. Right? Rina, thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Let's get a few more. Okay. Now, for those of you who have not gotten your pen and pencil ready yet, now is the time. I'm going to be asking you a series of 8 questions. 8 questions only. Now, some of these questions you may find it not very relevant, but it's fine. It's okay. But I still want you to write something down. Okay? Because all these questions allows you to think of your goals. Allows you to think of your goal. Think of the bigger picture. And as some of you put, your let me put it, Felix says your life purpose. Okay? Your life purpose. All of us, right? I mean, I certainly believe I was born in this world to be doing certain things. Okay? There are certain things I cannot do. There are certain things I choose not to do. There are certain things I really don't want to do. Okay? But there are certain things I want to do. That's my purpose. Okay? I want to do. So, what I want you to do is paper number 1. Okay? A4 paper number 1. I want you to write down from the top to the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give a bit of space in between. Don't squeeze everything. That's why I asked you for 3 pieces of paper. 3 pieces of paper. Don't squeeze everything. Some of you like to squeeze everything. Don't squeeze. My son especially, he likes to squeeze everything. The whole entire piece of exercise book, and he'll write the smallest sentence down there, and everything else is just empty. Okay, don't squeeze, huh? So I'm going to ask you a series of 8 questions. All these 8 questions are related to the goal setting of your goals later on. All these are related to you setting your goals later on because it gives you some direction. It gives you some purpose, right? It gives you, well, allows you to remember why we do what we do. Very critical when the environment out there is very fuzzy, it's very messy. You don't have a direction, you will follow whatever is out there. You get me? You have a direction, well, let me put it this way. It eases your pain. It eases your life. Why? Because you know what you need to get done every single day. Okay? So, everyone, very first question. What makes you happy? Write down. Question is the A4 piece of paper. Number 1, put happy. Write down what makes you happy. What makes you happy? What makes you happy? What makes you happy? Doing what makes you happy. Now, if you're not sure, type in the chat or unmute yourself so that you can talk to me, right? And I'll help you with this. But my key question here is, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? Okay. Are we all right? What makes you happy? Okay. Yes. Morgan, you got a question or something? Now unmute yourself. What makes you happy? Write down what makes you happy. Doing what makes you happy or what place makes you happy. It doesn't matter. It's what makes you happy. Right? Now, what makes you happy? If you have done something, okay? If you have written something, Morgan, is there you want to ask me a question or you can chat, okay? Right? Something that you like, I like. Yeah. Feel free to do whatever I want. That's fine. Okay? Doing something that you like, fine. But what is it that you like? Be specific, right? I don't need to be highly specific. But I need example. Very early on in my life, I figured out something. Okay, what makes me happy, right? Being in the mountains and among greenery makes me happy. Being in the mountains among greenery makes me happy. Okay, one part of my life is very early on, not say that early lah, actually about nearly 20 years ago. Right, near 20 years ago, I actually spent a whole period of nearly a year looking after something in the UK. Okay, I was alone pretty much of the time, but I was in the countryside in the UK, and it was beautiful. And it's one of those things that stuck in my mind a lot. Okay, right. One of my more productive and one of my most stimulating time, even though I was alone a lot, but it was actually very, very enlightening for me that period of time. Okay, among the greens, among the just by the countryside and things. That's what makes me happy. You get me, right? So when I go on holiday, I don't like the buzz. I like the quiet. Okay, and I've decided it was green. Green helps. I don't like the beach. I like the green. So that makes me happy. You get me, everybody? Okay, yeah. So, anyone? If you are done, thumbs up. Okay, if you are done, thumbs up. Thumbs up so that I know when to move forward. Okay, there's quite a few more questions. As I say, a total of 8. You are now on what? Okay, so let's do this. Right now, think about this. Number 2. Number 2. Okay, question number 2. If you were to do something continuously, okay, and you feel good about doing this continuously. Actually, matter of fact, you feel happy doing it. What would it be? Right? What type of thing that you like to do continuously and you don't feel unhappy doing it? You're actually happy to do this one. What is it? Work, if possible, make it an action, make it a work. You get me? Right? If possible, it could be even, if you want to be more realistic, what at work lah? What is work to certain people, but to you is pure enjoyment? If you like to rephrase the question, that's how I will rephrase the question. what is work for people? However, to you, it's pure enjoyment. Again, what is work for people, but it's pure enjoyment to you? It's a very critical question to ask yourself. What is work to other people, but it's pure enjoyment to you? Think about this. You enjoy doing it. You don't feel demotivated when you do this. Okay, you don't need the urge, you don't need the push. Every morning you wake up, you have no issue doing this the whole entire day on. Think about this. Right? It's not work for you, it is enjoyment to you. Get me? It's a very critical question. Question number 2. You want to talk about setting goals? Question 2 is a very critical question. What is work to you? What is work for others, but it's not for you as far as you're concerned? You get me? Now, example me, right? Okay. This is never work for me as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I do earn money from doing this. Right? I do like to present. Why? Not so much the presentation, it's the development of people that I like. So whenever I'm developing people, especially when there's a group of them, a small group, okay, right? And I don't feel tired on why? It's because this is what I like. You get me? And if I get paid for it, better still. If I can get paid for it, better still. This is what I'm talking about. Everyone, you know what I mean, huh? Okay, so what is work for certain people? But as far as you're concerned, hey, it's pure pleasure, right? 2. Okay, everybody, you got something down, right? If you cannot think of something yet, okay, just write down, work, but pleasurable. Okay, right? Don't think dirty thoughts, work, but pleasurable. Okay, Ken. Hey, everyone, right? Thumbs up if you're ready to go. Thumbs up if you're ready to go. Yeah, VK, thank you. Mona, right? Mona, okay, thank you very much. Wow, the rest of you, are you still with me? Not still with me? Okay, Mimi, good. Vincent, thank you. Alicia, thank you. Right? There's quite a number of people in this room here today. Cheryl, thank you. Now, let's go. Next one. Okay, next question. Next question. Now, as I said, the questions are there for you to answer. If you cannot answer the question right now, well, just jot down the question in a way that you understand it. Come back to it, which is the reason why we are only doing Thursday session on Thursday, right? Thursday, we're going to talk about the action, okay? So let's do this, all right? Let's do this. 24 hours, say, 24 hours to live. What will you do? Okay? The God of death comes down and tells you 24 hours. Okay? 24 hours, that's all you have. Right? And your life will end in 24 hours time. What are you going to do now? Okay? Please, attend at the end of this session, then decide. Then go and do what you need to do next. Don't, I'm just joking. Okay? So, what are you going to do? What is the key thing that comes straight into your head? What's the key thing that comes straight into your head? Usually for this, it will be some loved ones, it will be family and things, but who in particular, comes straight to your head? Okay? Right? Ask yourself, why is that place, that person coming to your head, or that thing coming to your head? That's the most important thing to understand. We need to be very aware what is coming there. Now, everyone here, some of you may already be having a bit of a mental block here. Because usually when I do this face-to-face, some people here get a mental block. They look at me, but they refuse to write, even though something comes up, right? Please write it down. It is okay. It is okay. You don't need to be the one who is, yeah, but is it appropriate? I'm not going to ask you for your questions. Okay, your answers, sorry. I'm not going to ask you for your answers, right? So just write it down. It's okay. It's okay. Right, everyone? It is okay to write it down. Can you do that? If you got 24 hours to live, okay, what's the first thing that comes to your mind immediately? What's the action? Okay, now, can do, right? Are we ready for the fourth one, which makes us in a halfway mark? Can? Okay, as mentioned, if you cannot think of something, write down the question. Come back to it. Come back to it. Okay, come back to it. I'm not saying you, if you don't answer this question, you cannot do your goal setting. But what I'm saying is these questions allows you to see a much bigger picture. Why? Because if I go straight into your goal setting session immediately and talk about setting the goals for this year, most of you are going to think very short term. Agree or not? Very short term. What do you mean by short term? Whatever is necessary within that year, and you lose perspective of what is the bigger thing. Okay, everyone, let's be honest here. COVID will come. It has come. We are in the middle of it, and it will end. It will end. This is not it. Okay, life continue. Our days continue. We continue. So think bigger. What is your purpose here? Okay, if you have got something down, let's go to number 4. Okay, number 4. What's number 4 here? Right. If you have unlimited cash, what would you do? Unlimited amount of money, what will you do? Different people will do different things. Agree? So I'm saying if you have unlimited cash, what will you do? Different people will do different things. What will you do if you got unlimited cash? Unlimited. Unlimited. Write down. What will you do? Unlimited cash. Right? I mean, I wrote down what I put down here. It hasn't changed in many, many years. As a matter of fact, it hasn't changed in 20 years. Right? I already told people when I've got the money, I'll go back to the UK and go buy over that place that I was staying in. Huge piece of land. Okay? 600-year-old house. No, hold on. Yeah, 700 this year. 700 years old. Because when I first got there, I remembered one thing. I was looking at the date and going like, you mean this house was built this year? The person who who was overseeing that place at that point in time said, yeah, it was built that year. I looked at the person and went like, this was even before the America was discovered. He says, yes, this was before Christopher Columbus, and the house has been there since then. Crazy, but it's a beautiful place. Okay, it's a beautiful place. So if you have unlimited money, what will you do? If you have unlimited money, what will you do? Think about this question to you. If you have unlimited money, what will you do? Now, it doesn't matter whether it's for me, myself, and I. Like I go, selfish a bit, I want to buy a property, right? That's what I'm telling you, right? Some of you may say, I want to give the money to charity. That's fine. What it means is part of your goal that you need to think about in the bigger scope. Okay, is hey, you may need to do some charity work. Some of you may want to say, yeah, I want to help animals, I want to do this, I want to do that. It's fine. Whatever you write down is fine. I'm not going to ask you for your answer specifically. I'm not going to ask you, hey, please send that piece of paper to me. I don't want that. I want you to know what you are looking for. Everyone okay? If you have unlimited amount of money, what will you be doing with it? Okay, everyone, thumbs up. Everyone give me a thumbs up. You're halfway through. Halfway through as in halfway through the 8 lah. Still a little bit. Cheryl, thank you. Viking, VK. Wait, always the same people. Come. Saravanan, thank you very much. Okay, right. Thank you. Right. Thank you. Right. Y5. Sorry, I can't pronounce your force. Okay. Right. Good, good, good. Okay. Are we all right, everybody? Ken, you ready? Okay, okay. So if you notice what we have done so far, right? Just a quick recap. Just a quick recap. Okay, just a quick recap before I move on. Okay. First one was doing what makes you happy. Okay. What makes you happy? What action makes you happy? You know. Second thing, if there's a work that you can do, okay, and whenever you're doing it, it's not work to you. What would that work be? What would that work be? Okay. Why are you to work? You know, is work because work usually means you get paid for it. Now, next, if you have only 24 hours to live, what will you do? Question three. Question three. 24 hours to live. What will you do? Next. Okay. 4. Unlimited amount of money. As some of them in Mandarin we like to say "jiak bei liao," that means eat also cannot finish. What would you do? Okay, what would you do? Ken, now number 5. Imagine I am the genie in Aladdin, but I will only grant you one wish. What will you wish for? Imagine I'm the genie in Aladdin. I will only grant you one wish. What will you wish for? Now, at this point of time, some of you may say, hey, Jeremy, my question, my answer seems to be the same. It's okay. It's fine. It's great. What does it mean? Focus on. Then my question to you is, when you set your goals later on, any of those going towards that direction? Really? If it keeps coming up, I'm going to ask, any of your goals you set for 2021 going toward that direction? If your belief system is so powerful in that particular thing that it keeps coming up in all the questions I ask you so far, any of your goals set towards that? Because if it's not, guess what? It's not going to be very motivating. It's going to be very unmotivating. It's going to be what we call demotivating. Mind my English. You get me? Very important that these 8 questions are answered. Are we all right? Ken? One wish, right? One wish. What would it be? Ken? Now, are we all right? Number 6. Okay. If you can do anything in the world, and what I'm going to do is help you take away all the risk and all the pain. Again, I will take away all your pain. I will take away all the risk, meaning you will be pain-free. It's painless. It is total risk-free. You will not fail one. What will you do? Again, this number 6 is a very simple premise. A lot of us, when we want to do something, we are scared. Okay, we scared we fail, we scared we lose money, we scared of the consequences, so therefore we don't dare to do. My question to you is, we remove all of this pain and risk, what will you do? What will you do? Okay, be real about this. No, think about it. This is your life you're thinking about, you're talking about. Okay, be very real about it. What will you do? Be extremely real with this. Don't think of any other thing. Now, reality here. Be real, be relevant, be relevant. What will you do? Are we okay? All pain, all risk, all taken away. 100% taken away. So that means if you were to do that thing, it will be 100% successful one. What will you do? 100% successful. Okay, give it to you. 110% successful. Okay, what will you do? Nice. everyone here, goal setting is not just about putting some words on a piece of paper. If you want the goal to drive you, you need to dig deep. It needs to be in. You need to believe it in your head. You need to believe it in your heart, so that your hands will get to work. Okay? You want to be successful? Very simple. You need to believe in whatever you're writing down here is the best for you, in your head and in your heart, so that your hands will do whatever is necessary to get you there. Okay? So, I'll be all right, everybody? Cool here? Right? Now, ready for the next one? If you're ready for the next one, thumbs up again so that I know you're ready. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, that motto. Yeah, thank you. Cheryl, thank you. Okay. Come. Yes. Rina, Mimi, Alicia, Vincent. Okay. Thank you very much. Right. Right. Rona, Vina, and Michelle. Thank you. Okay. So, yang ketujuh, 7. Okay. Number 7. Okay. Number 7. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Now, if there's one thing from your past that you could change today, what will you change? If there's one thing from the past that you would like to change today, what will you change? Someone told me this before. They actually wrote down, yeah, I would like to have studied, okay, more. And I went like, so what's stopping you? What's stopping you? What is stopping you? If there's one thing from your past you can change, what would you like to change? Okay, be real about this. Now, some things may not be relevant. It's fine. However, what if it is? What if it is? You get me? So for those of you who say you like to spend more time with certain people, right? And hey, the person is still alive. My thing is it in your goal? Should it be in your goal? Why not? Are we okay, Ken? Like it or not, right? Whatever is in the past has a certain power over us. It holds us to where we are. You want to be successful, right? Two things that happen to most successful people I know. They either resolve it, which is the best way, or they suppress it like crazy. Okay? So you choose. You choose. Because whatever you choose, the final one that I'm asking you here is this. And this is the final one. Final. 8 kan? Number 8 lah. 8 coming. At the end of your life, what would you like to be remembered for? At the end of your life, what would you like to be remembered for? So if you were to write something, it's empty, the tombstone is empty. If you were to write something, what would you want to be seen down there? A good father, a good parent, loving husband. Okay, you contributed something, you did something, you invented something, you were successful in something. Greatest, you continue. Write it down. Some people may just say, one word, the giver. The giver. Right? A fulfilled life. I don't know. My thing is, what would you like to be remembered for? Okay. Now, what we gotta do is this. What we gotta do is this, huh? I'm just gonna take a quick 3-minute break. Everyone, 3-minute break. Okay, it's for those of you who are doing to continue to think of it, right? Let's take a quick 3-minute break. At the end of 3 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, it's 11. It's let's put it at 4 o'clock now. 4 o'clock. Okay, is it 4? Yeah, 16. Okay, 16:04. Right, 4 o'clock now. Let's be back in 4:03. Why 4:03? Because 3 minutes is enough. Are we okay? Let's be back in 4:03. All right. I'm just gonna switch off the video for a while. 3 minutes, we'll be back. Okay. Take a quick break. Right. Some of you wanted to show for me to show slide 7 again, so I'm showing slide 7 again. Okay. All right. We still got 2 more minutes. For those of you who are still on break, it's okay. Take two. Take two. If you'd like to ask me any question, please do that. If you like to chat, please you can chat as well. Okay. Very important that we set our goal, right? We will be going to what the goal setting in a moment. We will be going to what the goal setting in a moment. All this is to give you context. What I mean by context, it gives you a good idea of what we need to do. Let me just adjust this. Okay, it gives you a good idea of what we want to do. Okay, for 2021. Okay, right, for 2021. 1 more minute before we start. 1 more minute before we start. If you are here, fantastic. Right? If you are not here, it's okay. You got 1 more minute. Okay. Right. For those of you who are here, okay, there were a total of 8 questions asked. Can you please in the chat type number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? If you type 8, that means you have answered all 8. If you have typed 7, you have answered 7. If you type 6, you have answered 6. If you type 5, you know what I mean. If you have typed 1, that means you only answered 1. Okay? So please don't be shy. Just let me know how you are progressing, right? Type, okay? Type whether you want to make it private or you make it known, it's fine, right? At least I know how well you're progressing, and just type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, based on the number of questions you have answered, right? Right. Some of you, Vincent, thank you. 7 out of 8. Wow, not bad. Good, good, good. Okay. Right. The first time I did this some time back, I know a long time ago actually. Right. I had problems. I had problems. The rest of you, okay. Now, for those of you who just joined us, okay, very simple thing I want you to do. I've asked you 8 questions. I've asked you 8 questions. I've asked you 8 questions. How many questions have you answered? Please type it down. How many questions have you answered? Please type it down. Okay. If you've typed 1, that means you've only answered 1 question. two questions. 7 means 7 questions, 5 means 5 questions answered. That means if you answered 5, you got 3 remaining not answered. Okay, everyone type it. Vincent, wow, higher so far. It's not a competition, by the way, but I'm saying he's higher so far. Okay. Rina, 2. Okay. A lot of things to think about, Rina. There's a lot of things to think about. Which is the reason why, as I mentioned, which is the reason why I'm only coming back on Thursday with part 2. Those of you who are with us today will be invited back for Thursday, part 2. Okay, right? If you are not with us today, I will not invite you back for part 2. Very simple as that. Because part 2 is on action. So today, tomorrow, the Tuesday, Wednesday, you all should have thought about it. 3 days is a long time, right? To think about something. Right? By the way, if you're in America, by Thursday, you would have a new president. Okay, so it's a long time, right? It's a long time to think about this. There are certain that will take some time. Okay, so far no one has achieved the perfect 8 yet. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, keep on typing down. Right? There's quite a few of you. 7, 8, whatever it may be. 7, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many have you answered? Or how many could you answer? Okay, how many could you answer? It's something to think about. Okay, Ken? Right. Come on, come on. We stopped at ID. Sorry, ID. We stopped ID. The rest of you, please key in something. Key in something. Right? There's no wrong or right. No wrong or right. There's no wrong. There's no right. Okay. There's only you understanding what you want in life. Right? As I said, I do not want to do a simple goal setting. Right? I do this for all my coaching programs. Whenever I do coaching one-on-one, right? Before I even start, even though it's the middle of the year, at the end of the year, it doesn't matter. I always ask my participants these 8 questions. Okay, especially if it's related to life coaching. These 8 questions. What is it that they are looking for? Because it's critical. It's critical. The more you're able to answer these 8 questions, the more certain that the direction you choose is the right one for you. Because whatever direction you're going should be quite aligned to these 8 things. Should be quite aligned to these 8 things. Unlimited time, unlimited money, no risk. What brings you happiness? What did not work as far as you're concerned? What is something that you can change? Okay, what would you like to be remembered for? All these set you on a certain life purpose. So please state down, okay? State down, huh? Whether you got 5 answers already, or you got 4 answers already, or you got 3, 2, 1, or 8. 7, only one more to go, right? Or 6, up to you. Just type it down, okay? And if you can't answer it today, sleep on it tonight, sleep on it tomorrow, okay, night, and think about this, and hopefully by Thursday you have got something. Everyone, are you ready to go? Are you ready to go? If you are, thumbs up. Or give me some confetti lah. Give me some confetti. Yeah, confetti for yourself for a job done. Oh, clap, clap. Thank you. Right, clap, clap. Everyone okay? Good, good. All right. Now, if you got any question, okay, if you got any question, right, if you got any question, time to unmute or chat, put it in the chat, okay? For the next 1 minute, I'm just gonna keep quiet, okay? I'm just gonna keep quiet and allow any of you to type in if you got any questions or unmute yourself, okay? Right, starting now. Someone asked whether the question should be relevant to work. No. Some of the questions may be relevant to work. Some of the questions are not relevant to work. What will you be remembered for? I don't think you will be putting work down. Okay, but I would think you will be putting maybe a contribution that you did. Yes. It's fine. Okay. If you ask questions with, I mean, I'm just, because someone is privately messaging me, I'm just answering the questions. Huh? If it's remotely related to family, it's okay, it's great, right? So please make sure when we set the goals afterwards, which is in a moment, right? You got something that address these issues. You got something that address these issues, or you got something that motivates you, because we know what the motivating factor is for you. Now, like it or not, everyone here, your life change, right? What motivates you in the initial part of your life would change. Okay, as we go older, things change, right? And more people say, as you're young, it's all about me and what I want in life, what my career plan, where I want to go, what countries I want to visit. But once you get to a certain age, you go like, yeah, it's about the family, it's about the kids, it's about the parents, it's about, and then once the kids are older again, that's about what I want to do, all these things. Okay, all these things. So it changes. Ken? Okay, right? 2 minutes. Anyone else? Anyone other questions? Are we all right here? Now, my slides are nearly done. Next is more on your work. Okay, more on your work. So let's move. Okay. Now, as you remembered, we have addressed some of the questions related to our belief system. What we believe. We believe we want to do this. We believe we want to do that. All these beliefs. Okay. You need to make some choices about what to do. Okay. You need to make some choices about what to do. How do you make these choices? Very simple, right? We are going to actually start writing some goals now. Start writing some goals now. All right. I'm going to give you a format. So please write down. Okay. Write down the following. Okay. Make sure whatever you're writing is smart. I've covered smart in the earlier part of the session. In the first 15-20 minutes, I've covered smart. So whatever you're doing, make sure it's smart. Okay. It's specific, it's measurable, it's actionable, it's realistic, and it's time bound. It's time bound. Now, what I want you to do is take the other piece of paper, right? Blank piece, A4 size piece of paper. Okay, right? So you got your 8 questions on one piece of paper. The next piece of paper. Are we okay here? Next piece of paper. 8, right? Let me say, next piece of empty piece of paper. And I want you to do this particular format that you see here. Okay? Don't need to do all the lines that you see down there. I'm just doing it because I need it to look neat. Okay? But if I were to do it myself, I just blank piece of paper, just draw some arrow. What you need to do is divide your goals into 3 categories. Category 1, yang pertama. Okay. Family, personal and family. Up to you whether it's personal or family. Okay. Some of you are still single, so it could be personal. Some of you may want to put more personal. Some of you may want to put more family. Up to you. There's no wrong or right in this. Everyone, are we okay here? There is no wrong or right in this. Second, work/career. Work/career. Okay. Right. So it covers you. If you are working for yourself, career law, work law, career law, up to you. Okay. So if you, this is the part whereby you put down everything related to the business or to what you do, to your, to earn some income lah. Let's put it this way lah. Very few people in the world, very, 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 very few in the world does not have something to do. Okay. Very few people in the world can say that they do not have something to do. And I think these people who have nothing to do every single day, right? I think they die faster. Why? Because there's nothing to push, right? And some filthy rich people, what I know is what they do is they just do a lot of charity work. But that to them is work. That to them is work. You get me? Work as in this is what they like to do. That's their purpose. Are we okay? Ken? Opa? Last but not least is self-development. Self-development. Self-development is what you would like to learn. Again, self-development is what you would like to learn. Once more, self-development is what you like to learn. If you don't learn, you cannot do A and B. That means you cannot help your family more or you cannot help your career more. Are we okay? Now, just to give some things into perspective, if you talk about holiday, you want to go on a holiday, where should you put? A, B, or C? Question here. Holiday, A, B, or C? A, right? I think most of us will put it in A. Highly unlikely to be a B, right? Unless you're a tour guide or something like that. But C, I don't think is much of a development, unless there is a very huge development angle down there. Okay. Example, you want to go to Tibet and become and learn meditation. Go ahead. Okay, then it's probably development there. But I won't call it holiday. So I'll definitely put it in A. Are we okay here? Right. So anyone, what if you want to get a promotion? Well, where would that be? Promotion. B, of course. Okay? Definitely it should be a B. You get me? Some of you may want to start a master's program. That means start yourself on a master's program. One of my person I was coaching or just telling the person, you want to start a master's program? Is it very expensive? I say, very expensive. The person said, very expensive. I say, the cheapest master's program is 12,000 ringgit. It's not expensive. It's whether you want to or you don't want. You get me? So Felix, C, right? Yep, self-development, a master program. Now, C could be anything. It could be if you want to learn to become a better leader. You want to be, learn, as long as you want to learn something, whether it's WordPress, because I spoke to some of the people in my organization. Right? I myself am going to learn WordPress this year. Okay, I want to learn more about WordPress this year, right? Something that I've been putting off. I know a little bit in pieces of changing certain things on the website, right? But that is really like Jeremy looking and figuring it out and copying and cut and paste, right? I don't know how to do one, okay? But cut and paste. Oh, yeah, it worked. Okay, fine, enough. So that is what I've done. I've not learned. I've not been specific at it. But one of the key things this year is I am want to learn WordPress. Okay, right? So in my spare time, WordPress. I mean, I've got a few other educational things I want to look at as well. So I put it listed down. Now I put 1, 2, and 3 in each of the category. I put 1, 2, and 3. Right, right. Simui WordPress. WordPress. Right. Let's see whether we can work together or not. Okay. So 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah. Now it doesn't mean that I want all 3. I'm just saying 1, 2, and 3. Right. Put something down now in each of the category. Do not overload everything into work or do not load everything into family and career. And definitely, trust me, if you are not improving yourself, self-development, whatever you put in one in family and career, it's not going to go very far because everyone will hit a plateau. Meaning you go to a certain distance, you hit a plateau. Okay. Like yesterday, I was one of the key things I was reading. I was looking because I know over the past few months being at home, I've gotten a little bit more interested in something called calisthenics, which is using your own body weight to exercise. Okay, and one of the key things I was looking at in terms of a YouTube video is how to do a proper push-up. So one of the things I learned is maybe my push-up method is wrong. Okay, which is why I may do a lot of rep, but I don't feel as though my strength is building. It's because I just found out based on yesterday's video on YouTube, the way I do push-up is a little bit out. So I need to relearn how to do a push-up properly so that my strength in terms of my arms are better. Okay, so that is what we mean. It's always self-development, and I put myself, I put a certain goal for myself in terms of my body. Okay, what I want my body to be able to do. Okay, by the end of 2021. You get me? So all these, as far as I'm concerned, is self-development. Some of you may put it personal, right? I'm not here to lose weight, by the way. I don't need to lose weight. But if you want to lose weight, you may put it personal, right? But I'm here to get my body to a certain, well, muscle mass, if you want. That's what I'm looking for. Are we okay here, Ken? Okay, now, if you are ready, start putting down a few things. Start putting down a few things. If you are not sure, now I know some of you say, this is my goal, right? Should I share? If you don't want to share in front of everybody, just chat me privately. I will look at it. I'll definitely mention it in front of everybody. Don't expect me to type because I don't have the time to type. But I won't mention name. Okay, promise you, I won't mention names. Right? I will not mention names. I just say one of the people here is asking me this question. So please list down what are your goals for personal, for work and career, for self-development. Write it down. This is the part I cannot help you. This is the part you have to do yourself. I cannot help you with this, but I can help you with something after you have done some of this. You get me? So list it down, everyone. Okay, list it down. Doesn't need all those lines and everything. List it down. List down the goals first. Put down all the goals first. Don't talk about the challenges to overcome. Put down all the goals first. Don't stop your line of thought. Your line of thought must be very simple. What are my goals for 2021? So that you are in control. You are your own hero and not the big, great environment out there. We are a person, a human being, one against the element. However, we can stay strong against the element if we know how. And goal setting is one of the best way of staying with ahead of the element or against the element, right? So please start. Please start. Write down what do you want. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Write down all your goals. Make sure your goals are specific. Okay? You can measure it. It can be done. It is relevant to you. And put a time to it. Doesn't matter if you put end of February, 28, 29 of February. No leap year, right? No, 21. Definitely no leap year. Okay? Doesn't matter. Okay? Even if you put, but make sure there's some time to it. A lot of people don't like to put a time to it. Okay? Make sure time bound, a date. Right? If you're talking about making money, as I mentioned, put an amount. Yeah, talk about earning, put an amount. If you want a promotion, by when? By, this quarter. Next quarter. By the review, whatever it may be. Okay? Up to you. So please put something down. Put something down. Okay? Right? Are we okay? Right? Simon, are you cooking or something? We can see. Are we okay? Well, you're cooking. Please, tap something for us. I mean, bring something for us. Okay. So, Ken, everyone, any question? Go. Write down. You got questions? Write down. All right? You got questions? Write down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Write down. Don't be shy. Write down. Baking, cooking, polishing, job knowledge, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Now, great. Okay. Right. I need to mention this other person who just sent me a whole list of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nearly all complete. A has got 3, B has got 2, C has got 3. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna mention name, but I'm gonna mention the person just say holiday. Okay. Personal 1, holiday. That is not a goal. That is not a goal. Okay? You know who you are. That's not a goal. A goal must be specific. I'm going to ask you holiday where. Even if you don't put where, at least put by when. You get me? If you cannot achieve it for some reason, example, you are still in a lockdown, okay, by that date, it's fine. Set a new goal. At least your mind is focused on getting it done by that time. Are we okay? Right? Hmm. If you put a new house, when, where, people do not just buy a house. People are very specific, more or less, where they want to buy a house. So immediately, your brain is targeted on what it wants to do. Right? Now, another area here. Complete all tasks on time and efficiently. Everyone wants to do this. Complete what? It's not specific. Okay? Not very relevant either. You need to be specific. What do you want to complete? What do you want to complete? What do you want to complete? Very critical. You get me? Mm. Mm. Okay, so you have what? Okay, right. Good. So your thing is think about that, right? Style and budget. It's fine. Okay. By when? What you do not want is by the end of next year, you're still thinking. By the end of this year, you're still thinking about what style and the thing. Put a time frame. I will get this thinking done by maybe after Chinese New Year. Okay, by the 1st of March, I'll get it done. All right, and the budget will be arranged before the by the end of this quarter, 31st March. Done. Okay, renovation will start by about April. You get me? This is something to work. Okay, deadline, time frame, give us perspective. If not, there is no sense of urgency. All of you work in corporate, you see the sense of urgency when people set deadlines like that. There's always a sense of urgency. Okay, no deadline, no urgency. Right now, you don't mind, huh? Some people have said, you want to do learn a new skill, right? Like baking, right? And like one of the key things I'm learning, as I said, WordPress, right? That is one of the learning things I want, So my thing is, please put it down. What do you need to cover? Right? Like the WordPress, I've actually took something from Udemy. I mean, I go to Udemy quite a fair bit, right? And then I look at courses down there, choose something I like. I've already put down the course, right? Locked it down and said, okay, I need to complete it by a certain time frame. You get me? Done. Right? Whatever they cover there, I need to complete all the lessons. I need to listen. I need to get my cert. Done. So that's my aim. Okay. So that's how we learn. I mean, one of the goals I set for myself last year in terms of personal was I had to make sure both my kids learn to cycle. So actually there were two: learn to swim well and learn to cycle. Unfortunately, swimming could not be done. Right, that reminds me I need to do it this year if we have time. Right, and the other one was cycling. I managed to get the cycling done. Okay, I managed to get the cycling done by the middle of the year. Okay, so during the MCO lockdown, whenever we went out, try to go cycling lah. Right, at home all the time. You get me? Can do. So, anyone else? Be very specific. Okay, whoever wrote down this for me privately, you know who you are. You got A, B, C, right? You're talking about your style. Please be specific. If you're not specific, it doesn't work. If you're not specific, it doesn't work. Are we okay? Now, anyone else? Anyone else? Write down. Write down. I cannot help you with this. I cannot help you with this. This is your goal. Look at the 8 things that you wrote down. Remember the first piece of paper? Take it out. Look at it. Okay. Looking at that, if you have already written down your goal, it's fine. See whether there are any linkages or not. If the linkages are high, that means your goals are very relevant to these 8 things that you have written down. Great. if the linkages are not really there. Meaning, it's like the two pieces of paper is like not the same. Then my thing is there may be a little bit of a tough one for you because there could be a lot of motivational issues later. I'm not saying the goals are bad. I'm just saying there could be a lot of motivational issues later. Meaning whatever you put down your goals may not be what you like to do and you want to do and you really hope to do. It is more of you have to do it. Okay, motivation from a have to perspective is always very different compared to what you want to do and you like to do. Are we okay here? So now there will always be time whereby we have to do something, but don't let that take over your life. You'll be very miserable. Again, there will always be things that have to be done. I'm going to repeat that again. There will always be action, goals, target that we have to do. Okay? But don't let that take over your life, because if you are going to go there and that is have to, you are going to be very miserable all the time. Right? Aim for things that give you some happiness. Aim for things that have a purpose towards the bigger part of you. Aim for things that give you a sense of satisfaction, that contributes to what you love, who you love. Those give you a sense of well-being. Are we okay, everyone? If you're okay, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Not that easy, which is the reason why you see I'm asking you, if you want to, come back on Thursday. Okay? I will help you a little bit more on Thursday. I don't promise I can answer all your questions, but I'm here to assist. On Thursday, we start at the same time, 3 o'clock, or is it 2:30? I can't remember, right? We will run through certain things, but you need to be able to share. You need to be willing to share a bit more. So today is like a little bit of, okay, have I thought about this? Have I thought about that? But as long as you put your goals smart, okay, put down your goals in a smart method, right? We are going along fine. Now, anyone would like to share? Up to you. Anyone would like to share one of their goals just to see whether it's smart? Anyone else? Because so far I've not seen a smart goal yet. Okay. Anyone? Come. Let's do this. Nobody? Everyone shy, Don't be shy lah. Don't be shy. Anyone? Type it out. I won't mention names. I'll just mention whether it's good or not good. Okay? It's deemed a smart goal or not a smart goal. Come. Come on. Come on. Smart goal, smart goal, smart goal. Anyone? Smart goals. You've got a smart goal, write it down. Nobody? No one to share. Everyone shy. But if you, are you here with me? Not thumbs up if you're here with me. Right? Thumbs up if you're here with me. Thumbs up if you're here with me. Okay, good. Now, right? Only two. Only two. Come on. Am I talking to only two person? Thank you. A bit more, a few more, please. A few more, please. Good. Okay. Now, let me tell you the secret of this, okay? For those of you, how many of you have at least written down like one goal in each of the areas? One goal for personal, one goal for work, one goal for self. If you have, thumbs up again. Okay, right? Good, good, good. Okay. Ken? Okay. How many of you have done at least two goals in each of the areas? Two goals in each of the areas. Two goals. Doer. Okay, got? Okay. Right. Right. This individual that just shared with me, right? Very well done. Very well done. Right. But please be a bit more specific. You talk about renovating your house, right, by 2021. Maybe you would like to put a specific date to it, lah. Right. Maybe it can be first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. Right. I know you put by end of the year, right? You do not want to put everything by end of the year. That means, wow, trust me, we being human beings will leave everything to the end of the year. So fourth quarter becomes crazy quarter. You get me? Spread it out, right? One of the key things about setting goals, okay, two key things I'm gonna talk about setting goals. Right? Key thing is if you spread your goals out, right, and get certain things done, it gives you momentum. It gives you momentum, right? When you write this, when you state your goals here, please do not throw away this piece of paper. You can update the piece of paper, but do not throw away the piece of paper. Every time a goal is done, cross it out. You see, as you see visually that you are getting things done, you would like to see more and more crosses. It's a physical thing. Okay. Now, please, I know you can keep this on digital whatsoever. It's not the same when you put it physical. In your workspace, okay, at home, in your bedroom, behind your cabinet door every morning when you open it, or in front of your cabinet, right? Put it in your dressing table, mirror, whatever, as long as somewhat visible. You need to see this. You need to see this visually. A lot of time people set goals. 3 days later, the piece of paper, that book disappears under a shelf. It is not found. It is not found until the end of the year when you do house cleaning. So don't do that, right? Once you are done, or even if you think you've got something, it's okay. Put in a piece of paper like what I do. I'll print it out. I'll stick it up on the wall somewhere. If I'm in my house office at the moment. If you see some of the stuff I have in front of my wall, okay, right? A lot. Why? Because it's visual, it's visible. You want to see it every single day. You want to be reminded of it every single day. Okay? And put deadline, put deadline, put deadline. For some reason, if it cannot be done, example, the swimming I wanted to do with my kids, okay? Teaching them to swim this year well. Okay, they can swim, but they can't swim well. What I mean by well, right? Well to me, I stated it. Well to me, they must be able to do at least one of the two main strokes well. Okay, meaning it was either the freestyle or what we call breaststroke. Okay, freestyle or breaststroke. They must be either to be able to do one of these two well, right? Well at the whatever necessary lah. Okay. Well, so I listed it specifically by 2021. Okay, because if they say swimming is floating, that would have been too easy. Swim one of these two strokes well, that would have been a lot more difficult. Okay, because it means they need to build some strength, they need to build hand strength, they need to build leg strength to do whatever necessary, and of course core body. Okay, I used to swim. I used to swim very actively. Okay, are we all right here, Ken? Are we all right, everyone? You get me, huh? That's number one. Number two, for those of you who wrote down your goals, you would see that there is quite a few things that need to be achieved. Agree or not? 3 goals, 4 goals. Some of you calculate 5 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals, 8 goals, 9 goals. Right. On my list this year, right, I've got like 12. Not one for each month. It just so happened to be 12. Are we okay? 12 or 13, depending on how you count one of it. Because one of it, I combine it together. But in actual fact, I could have disconnected it, but I combine it together. 12 goals, okay? All right, 12 is easy. I don't want, 12 is easy to remember. 12 goals, okay? Now, one of the key things you need to understand is this. All the goals do not have the same value. Value as in weight. Value as in, it gives you the same satisfaction. Okay, let me share with you something here. For those of how many of you got at least written down 3 personal goals? Example, the two of you who sent something to me, you got 3 personal goals, correct? The 2 of you who sent something to me, you got 3 personal goals. My question to you is, of the 3 personal goals that you wrote, 1, 2, and 3, which is most critical? As far as you are concerned, which is most critical? You get me? Choose which one is most critical. So this is what you need to do at the end of your goals when you have set so-called your goals down. You got your personal family, you got your work career, you also got your self-development. Of the 3 goals that you set, just say 3 each, or 4 here, 2 there, or 1 here, up to you. In the personal family one, which of the 3 is the most critical? Must be done. That is your priority one. Go to your work and career. Which of the 3 must be done? So you got 1, 2, and 3 here. Which one must be done? Okay? Get me? Go to your self-development here. Which one must be done? Are we okay here? You get me? So choose one that must be done. Now that you have got 3 categories and you have chosen from each of them, one must be done, must be done, must be one. Okay? Fixed income goal is work or personal. You decide. Right? Fixed income goal is work or personal. You decide whether it's a personal thing for you or it's a career thing. Okay. Now, 1, 2, and 3. So each of them under the personal, the work and career, and the self-development, there are 3, right? So you choose one must be done, must be done, must be done. Among these 3 must be done, choose from the 3 again, which is the have to achieve. Die also must do one. You don't do this, so you have one final one. All your goals can usually be funnel. Okay, the word I'm going to use is funnel into one single one. That is your mother of all goals for the year. That is what you should target for. That mother of all goals that you target for. This is a secret. When you get this one goal done, the others becomes easy. I'm going to repeat that again. Okay? Each of the categories, personal, family, work, career, and self-development, choose one must be done. Well, number of goals down there, just choose one. Okay? From the category, just choose one. You got 10 goals down there, don't worry, just choose one. Work and career, choose one. Right? Self-development, choose one. Must be done. So you are down to 3 goals here. From the 3 goals, choose the most important mother of all goals. Or father of all goals, how you want to call it. Okay? Now you're left with one. This is your most critical. This is your highest priority goal for the year. Because when you achieve this, you look and see all the rest. It will fall into place. This is the thing that you need to take action on a daily basis without fail. You don't take action on this on a daily basis, your goals are not going to move very much. This is the one that you need to put the most time planning on. This is the one that needs to be the biggest of all goals written down. This is the one that needs to be highlighted, okay, in many colors if you want to. One. That one will lead you moving that one, moving that one. As the one is moving, the rest will automatically move one. Why? Because this is the one that must be moving. Are we okay here? You get me? From all of them, go down to one. This is the mother or father of all goals. When you are moving your mother and the father of all goals, that one priority, the rest will move in place. Can do? Are we okay? Good. Thank you, Mimi. One. So, but don't do this till you know your goals are all written down. I'm telling you this now is because if you're going to come back on Thursday, I want you to be able to state what is your one goal. You get me now? I want you to be able to state what is your one goal. I want you to be able to state what is your one goal. Okay? If you cannot state what is your one goal, your process is not complete yet. So there's a few things that we have covered today. We've gone through 8 questions. What's the whole purpose of these 8 questions? Is to give you a perspective of what your belief systems are, what you really want, what you really think is best for yourself, right? What are some of the things that you really want to get done? Okay. Then from these 8 things, I also kept it aside. Then I asked you to set your goals. Second thing, set your goals. So you now set your goals. And I ask you to see whether these two match. If it match a lot, great. Why we say it's great? Because then you are probably more motivated to do it. If it does not match very well, that means a lot of have to do. Okay? Have to do. So when there's a lot of have to do, it becomes very lethargic, it becomes very stressful, it becomes very slow. Okay? You need to understand that, right? And there must be a good reason why it does not jive, because you have to. Now, when we have so many goals, third thing that you need to remember is this. How to keep focus is you need to identify the mother of all goals or the father of all goals, the one. How this works is when you identify that one and you take action on that one and you continuously focus on that one specific goal will automatically move all the other goals. Because if the one goal is not achieved or not moving, the other 8 or 9 or 10, or in my case, I got 12, right? So 1, the other 11 don't move as well. Or even if I achieve certain goals, the satisfaction level may not be there because I did not move as much on the mother of all goals. You get me? Now, the mother of all goals could be something that I really want, or for some reason, it could be a must-do kind of goal. Not something that I like, but must do. But like it or not, remember this. Okay? If it's a must-do, not because I like to do, it's a must-do kind of goal, then no choice. I just have to grind my teeth and work it out for the next 1 year. Why? Because that's the situation I'm in, and I'm addressing the situation I'm in, and I know and I'm fully aware that despite this, I have to do this, so be it. Right? All of us are in different stages of life. All of us are in a different place. All of us have a different well-being. Let's not kid ourselves and say that everything is fantastic. Certain things are not. And this is why goals need to be very realistic. If you have a lot of must do, go ahead. Okay. You may not be motivated by doing it, but you still need to get it done. So choose the one that really must be done, focus on it, get it done, get it out of the way, and move on in your life. Okay. Now, everyone okay? You know what to do? Funnel all the 8, 9, 10, 11, whatever into one. That is your must do. Okay. So, right. Ken? Now, uh, now, what we gotta do, is this, right? I've got another 10 more minutes, right? I'm just gonna explain this a little bit more. Anthony Robbins, I'm quite sure you all know the name, Tony Robbins, okay, have mentioned that you need to achieve your goals, you need to change your state. To change your state, then you can change your life. What do you mean by state? Be very clear on your physiology. Physiology is the way your body moves or the way your body acts. Okay, focus. Okay, goal setting is about focus. It's about giving you a certain direction and the language that you use. Make sure it's positive language. I will come back to this a little bit more on Thursday. Okay, right. So please, once you got your goal settled down, okay, once you got something written down, your it done or your goals written down as per our last piece of paper, right? You want to come back on Thursday to learn more about this, please do register yourself. We will definitely send you the link. You just need to register yourself on that. Now, this is what we're going to be doing a little bit more on Thursday. Another thing that I would like to put you in is, please, when we start taking lots and lots of action, this is going to come. Excusitis. Excusitis is the noun of excuses. It's just a made up word. Okay. So what do I mean by this? It's a noun of made up words. Okay. We will definitely have a lot of excuses when things are not moving, right? This is the failure. This is what happens when we start taking action. Remember, we have touched a little bit on belief system today. There's a lot more, but we touched a little bit. We have gotten an idea of what we want to see, what's our purpose of life, what we think we are built to do in this life, right? Next, we then made a few choices by setting some directions. This is where we set our goals. When we start taking action, this is what's going to happen. A lot of excuses will come. A lot of excuses will come. So please, this is what we're going to cover a little bit on Thursday. Okay, right? So we need to be able to address this. So if I were you talking about the goals, writing down the goal just now, please do remember, and I'm going to go back, what the challenges you need to overcome. Be clear on the challenges that you need to overcome. Acknowledge it. Any goals without challenges is not a goal. If it's so simple, why put it a goal? Agree or not? Going to work is not a goal. For some people, making $1 million a year is not a goal. Why? They do that like this. So for them to set that as a goal, it's not. Because why? They're already doing that on a daily basis, a yearly basis, a monthly basis, whatever it may be. But for some of us, to make even 100,000 is a challenge because we don't achieve anything like that. You get me? That is a goal, to achieve 100,000. So every single goal must have challenges. Write it down. Be aware of it. Put it right in front of you. Know that this is what you need to face. Don't run away from it. What we need to do is, if you run away from it, it doesn't run away. You are just avoiding what needs to be done. You are just avoiding the obvious, as we call it. So please, don't do that. Okay? Now,